My name is McGehee. I'm here with a film called Brown Hare. I'm the writer-director.
And I'm Emily Goss. I'm an actor in Brown Hare.
And I'm Chaz Bell, and I did the score, so I'm composer for Brown Hare.
Amazing. And tell me what inspired this story.
Yeah, so it's a feminist psychological horror film, and it was inspired by two things. It was inspired by true events from cults that across America that have happened mostly in the 60s and 70s, and then also personal events for me as a survivor. It was inspired by my own story as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Does Emily kind of like play you in a way?
Well, sort of. I mean, sort of. I was never. She's very pregnant in the film. I was never pregnant, so you take artistic license.
Yes.
But in a way, sort of. Yeah. She was my lead, so she's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And what was this dynamic on set? What is her directing style?
MK is a brilliant director, and she comes from theater. She has been trained at the best acting schools in the world and spent so much time diving deep into the craft of storytelling. And so she has such a touch and a way with actors. She's also an incredible photographer. So she has visual style and taste, and so I'm a huge fan.
And how did you relate to your character?
I think that I relate to the feeling of being trapped or wanting more from your life, but not knowing how you can achieve that or escape your circumstances. And my character has a very deep relationship and friendship with another woman played by an actress called Tanya Verifield, and that relationship and friendship really boosted me and informed so much of the performance for me.
I love that. And was this your first time seeing it on the big screen tonight?
I've seen it at a couple other screenings, but this was the coolest theater that I saw it in, and it sounded great on the big theater speakers, and so it was the first time in a way for sure. I've seen it 1 billion times,
Yes,
while doing the
yes.
score for it.
Right.
But this was the best viewing I got to see.
Yeah, doing the score with your critical mind.
Right.
Would you go back and want to tweak anything after seeing it 1 million times, or is it?
No, honestly, we did 1 million tweaks during the whole process, and I'm super proud of all of our work and my work and everything that we did on it. The score was inspired by, well, first off, we didn't want any recognizable sounds, so you can't tell. There's no piano or violin, there's nothing you can really put a finger on, what is that noise? And there was also a huge aspect of this thing called Inuit throat percussion, which is just a type of, it's something only the women can do in Inuit society, which relates to the film. And it was very cool. Got to do a lot of weird stuff, got to record a lot of weird noises and mess with them, and it was a very fun process, and I'm proud of all of our work, basically.
That's amazing. How long was the filming process?
That's an interesting question because there were a lot of hurdles with this film. We actually shot it in 2020 over a period of 4 days during the pandemic. And it was the pandemic, there was a wildfire, there was a lot going on when we were filming that you would never know watching the film. And then, life circumstances happened. I had a family emergency that delayed post-production. And so we shot a bunch of B-roll in 2023, got post rolling in 2024, and finally released it in 2025.
Yay! It's finally
so it's
here.
you keep going. Eventually you'll get it.
And it's all that more rewarding.
Absolutely,
long journey.
absolutely. Yeah, because Emily, this was her first time seeing it on screen, and it had been 5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Removed from the process. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, congrats, guys. Have a great time today. Thank you for chatting with me.
Thanks.